All right, if you've been thinking about moving to Northwest Arkansas and you've seen Prairie Grove, Lincoln, Farmington on the map, well, today we are driving all over those three cities and we're getting after it right now so you can get a perfect view of what they look like. So, Sarah, where are we? We're in the
Bellmead subdivision. It's very large from what I'm seeing right now, and it looks like it never ends.
Yeah, we're still in Prairie Grove right now. There's a couple hundred houses here. They're 5 to 2 months old, 5 years to 2 months old. Looking at the records, predominantly they are 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and 2-car garage only. And I know the builder that built this neighborhood, really good builder. They have nice finishes in the houses.
Backyards are all fenced in.
Yeah. One thing really nice about most of Prairie Grove, if not all of it, is, yeah, you're 20, 25 minutes away from the highway, but you still have high-speed fiber internet. You have fiber optic internet out here that you're getting a gigabit if you want. So that's a very big plus for people working remote, that you can be out here in a beautiful Prairie Grove, get a lot of bang for your buck for the size of house that you're getting. And it's really a stunning area to be in, a lot of nature to be in, a lot of parks out here. And then you're only minutes away from the schools. I mean, we drove right by them in downtown Prairie Grove. And as far as restaurants and such, there's not a huge amount of restaurants and choices out here, but they have a good grocery store. You're not too far away from Farmington, where you can get some better varieties, bigger
It's a very
varieties.
easy and pretty drive too.
Yeah. The houses are, you know, in the newer section, they're a little bit closer together, but there's still a good space. You're on probably 0.2 or 0.25 of an acre. And then most price points around here are going to be $220 to $290, depending on the size and the newness of the house when it was built. And so there's a really good option here in Prairie Grove. So as we were leaving Bellmead, we saw a sign for the, what was it, Muddy Creek?
Muddy Creek, yep.
Muddy Creek Trail, and there's like a little dog park here that you can send your dog through.
This is a good sized dog park too.
Yeah, it's a really good dog run area that you can let them play with the neighbors. And there's a hiking trail right there. There's some soccer fields and picnic tables over there. There's some really good options here in this neighborhood that I didn't even know was here. So we're discovering it together.
Oh, yeah.
This is downtown Prairie Grove. We are driving right through the old heart of Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove has been around since the mid-1800s. There's some houses still around that are 1850, 1840s. They're very uncommon. Most of them have been remodeled or kept as historical markers. But right in old downtown Prairie Grove, we've got all the schools right here on the north side. And then as you can see when we're rolling through the neighborhood, there's some old colonial houses that are going to be like 3 to 4 to 5,000 square feet. A lot of them have been kept up really nicely. They've got a great sitting front porch that you can just go out and enjoy the birds singing, the quiet neighborhood. It's absolutely small town America that is still thriving and doing well. And it's just absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. All right, so we are in the Sundowner neighborhood right now. And there are, I think, almost 800 houses in this neighborhood.
Ton.
It is huge. They've been building different phases in it for years and years. And I think 12, 15 years they've been building in this place. There's some homes. They're going to range from 1,200 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, little yard. And they're going to be about $180 a square foot. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more right now in the mid of 2022. And then they're going to go all the way up to 5-bedroom, very few five bedrooms, but most of them are going to be 4-bedroom homes, 2.5 baths. And as you can see, like that one's being built right now. There's still new construction happening in this neighborhood. So as we're driving around, Sarah, what are you noticing? What do you like about this neighborhood?
I like that all of the houses, they're all look a little bit different. Some of them are larger brick, smaller brick, the columns are different, the coloring is different. I just like the variety from each one to the next. And look at that pond.
There's one thing you got to notice around here is we can't really get it on camera very well, but is the natural beauty. I mean, beyond the neighborhood is this rolling mountain that's probably 600 feet above where we're at. To the south of us, to the east of us, and it just goes off into the Ozarks, and it's absolutely stunning. There's many backyards that are maybe a little bit higher than the other, and you can see past your neighbor's house, and you can see these hills, you can see these mountains, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And back there by the clubhouse that has a pool and some other facilities, there's a really beautiful pond and park area, and it's super peaceful in this neighborhood. What's really nice is you're right off of Highway 62, so you are 10-15 minutes, depending on lights and traffic, to getting to the interstate. And so you are not far from Fayetteville getting on the highway. And if you need groceries or anything, you got Fayetteville right there, you got Farmington, but then you also have Harps right here in Prairie Grove. And there's a few restaurants. There's a good Mexican restaurant. There's a place that I think everything on the menu is fried. Not that that's a bad thing, but there's a few other restaurants, and there's a really nice, beautiful park, Prairie Grove Battlefield Park. A lot of history there, a lot of just beautiful landscape right there, and they have a lot of memorials and educational resources right there, that awesome park. And so this neighborhood is close to absolutely everything. The public library is right here in downtown Rogers in Pea Ridge, and we're minutes away from that, as well as all the schools. All the Prairie Grove schools are right downtown, and so you are moments away from that. So this is a great neighborhood to be in, and let's go on to the next one. All right, as we're leaving Prairie Grove, we find this little new neighborhood that they're building. Great builder. I've sold a house or two from them in the past, and there's probably 100, 120 houses in here. I'm seeing 104 on the foundation over there. So this is going to be a great option. Probably $180 to $190 a square foot. Still going to be less expensive than Fayetteville or Farmington. Going to be a good option with high-speed internet out here. So we are in Farmington / Prairie Grove, in between, in the Twin Falls neighborhood. Sarah, tell me about Twin Falls. What do you know about this place? What are you seeing?
I do know that this is my new favorite neighborhood of all of Northwest Arkansas. I'm seeing spacious houses with spacious yards, with some of the biggest backyards I've seen in Northwest Arkansas. You look to the right farther, you look to the left farther, you're going to see the Ozarks. I mean, they're right there, and
totally wrapped around.
These houses are in the 650 to 700 range now. Just as appreciation happens, it's crazy too, because in 2016, when these were brand new builds, some of them were going for around 350, and now it's appreciated double.
Yeah. So these aren't very old. They're about 2016 is what you said. 2016
to 2020, but they're also building some more. There's another phase going on right now. I would say that's east,
yeah.
On the east side.
And then, as far as like what are you seeing for average sizes of, like, are these 4 bedrooms?
They're 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. Most of them have a den. I'm seeing a lot of 2-car garages, 3-car garages.
We've seen some separate 2-car garages with like a garage apartment on it, or even an RV space in here too. So that's been kind of cool.
Neighborhood Walmart's 2 minutes. You turn out of this neighborhood, you turn right, you're at it in 2 minutes. This is actually in the Farmington School District. And the school itself is what? How far away? Minutes away.
Yeah, you're 5 minutes away, one light.
So I love the location on this too, because you're a little bit farther out, going past kind of Farmington, but you're not to Prairie Grove yet, and so it gives a very rural feel.
So if you're looking for a lifestyle of having a big space, big yard, big house, but you want to get the most bang for your buck, Lincoln is, this isn't Lincoln. Sorry, Farmington is going to be a really good option for you in the Twin Falls neighborhood. Absolutely stunning houses, quiet, peaceful neighborhood, very beautiful, and you're going to have high-speed internet. You're going to have quick access to the highway, hospitals, schools. You're going to have good assortment of restaurants, and you're not too far away from Fayetteville, so if you want to venture into those restaurants, if you get into the highway, you're less than 15 minutes away from the highway. You have a plethora of options for shopping, groceries, whatever you need. There's some farmers markets out here, so this is a really strong neighborhood to be in. So if you're looking for something like this, make sure to reach out to us. Days, nights, weekends, phone call, whatever you got. We're going to connect you with the proper neighborhood that's going to fit your lifestyle here in Northwest Arkansas. All right, we are in downtown Lincoln. That's right behind us on the square. We're just walking through some neighborhoods here. You hear the birds chirping. It's a beautiful day. So Lincoln is probably 30 minutes away from the highway, I-49 in Fayetteville, probably 20 minutes away from Farmington area, maybe 15 minutes, depending on where in Lincoln you live. And Lincoln's a pretty big area. There's a lot of rural opportunities in Lincoln. If you're looking for something that has an acre or 10 acres or 20 acres, Lincoln's going to have an opportunity that comes up. There may not be right now, but it's eventually going to come up. So as we drove through Lincoln, what have you really liked about Lincoln? What have you noticed?
There's been a lot of horses. I'm going to be honest. It just gives you a very rural area, and the views, it's just really pretty out here. It's what you think when you think of rural, you think of this.
Yeah, so Farmington's going to have a bunch of cattle out there. Lincoln, there's going to be a little bit more horses. There's some boarding facilities. There's some training facilities in between Lincoln and Prairie Grove. But then there's also, it's kind of a negative, but it's also a lot of industry, is chicken houses out here in Lincoln. In the country, they're not close to the city, but they are, these long silver buildings that are full of just, Tyson chicken, George's chicken, whatever company, and they are, they can have a smell, but most of the time you don't smell them unless it's really, really hot or they just turned over the bedding in there. I
was going to say, we haven't smelled anything driving through today.
We've driven probably a dozen of them today.
Yeah.
And we drove all the way, 3 miles north of Lincoln to Lake Lincoln. It's a no wake, no powerboat lake. You can go swimming, paddle boats, a little trolling motor. Beautiful cliffs in there, absolutely stunning.
Even the drive to it was stunning. It's probably one of my favorite drives I've made up here in Northwest Arkansas.
Oh yeah, and Lincoln is going to have a lot more bang for your buck than even Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove's, you 180, 160 a square foot. Out here, you're going to be 120 to 150 a square foot, and that's going to be for a decently remodeled house. I know my buddy just remodeled the house. Beautiful 1920 house, brought it up to the 2020s. And it's selling for $143 a square foot, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, great little property in downtown Lincoln. All right, we went everywhere today. We went to Farmington, started off today in Farmington, Prairie Grove, Lincoln. In Farmington, it's much closer to Fayetteville, as we've said. Prairie Grove's a little bit further out, but you're gonna get a lot more bang for your buck. And Lincoln, a little bit more rural, may not fit everybody's need, but you're going to get even more bang for your buck. So if you're looking for this kind of lifestyle in Northwest Arkansas and you think those areas might be what you're looking for, reach out to us. We'd love to connect you with the area, help you find the perfect house, perfect property that's going to be the best fit for you in Northwest Arkansas.